out or the meeting ends, hold on and I'll get it up and running again. That said, if it just freezes on your end, just restart and see what happens. It all depends upon bandwidth. So each day this week we've been working through different energies of the planets, the planetary alignments that go with each day of the week. And we can see this very easily in like Romance languages like French or Spanish. Monday is lundi, or the day of the moon. Tuesday is mardi, the day of Mars. Wednesday, yesterday, mercredi, Mercury's day. And then today, jeudi in French, is Jupiter's day. And Jupiter aligns with the archetype of Zeus, the archetype of Jupiter, the archetype of the Guru, the bringer of light. So Jupiter is a great benefic. It offers great healing energy. It has an expansive nature. It relates to wealth and money and really good things in life. Jupiter is, above all, a feel-good planet that wants you to live in the righteous dharmic path. And really it is, at the low level, it's dogmatism or authoritarianism, and like obey these rules just because I say obey them. At the very high elevated level, it is the spiritual impulse and the practicing of principles because it feels good to do so. So today's day is Jupiter's day, and we'll invoke that energy of the Jupiterian expansive healing energy. Jupiter is also the doctor, the physicians, and the guru, the physician and the guru to the gods. So we're in the benefic energy of Jupiter today. We'll start seated, eyes closed, hands in any comfortable position. And today we'll invoke the 5 energies of the secret smile from Kundalini awakening process. So first, just settle into your seat. And feel into your belly. Jupiter's energy resides in the deep pelvis, in the second chakra. And as you feel yourself breathe, let the belly gently, gently rise and fall. In and out. So the breath becomes very, very gentle, breathing just very naturally like a baby. Or a Zen breath with really no effort. Let the 2 sides of your lips gently lift upward. Let there be a slightly contented smile on your face. And let your breath grow a bit deeper. And let the spine lengthen, but don't grow hard or harsh. Don't force the breath. Let the breath gently come in and gently wash out. And begin, as you breathe, to invoke a sense of peaceful calm, of calm abiding. Of having all the time in the world, of letting someone go ahead of you in traffic, of slowing down. Let your breath slow, but still remain natural. begin to invite in a feeling of love and kindness. Some friends like to imagine puppy dogs at their heart playing. For some friends that doesn't invoke love or kindness, so holding a baby, looking on the face of a child, awakening a feeling of unconditional love, unconditional kindness at the heart. And keeping the breath soft. And now invoking a feeling of confidence. This brings in a bit of dopamine, the last one, oxytocin. If you like to, you can place your hands on your hips, elevate the chest, and imagine the feeling like you could leap a tall building in a single bound. Or a feeling of pride and accomplishment as at having completed a task or a project. Or simply pride and accomplishment of having made it this far into our quarantine shelter-in-place process. Deepen the breath and let that feeling of pride and accomplishment move throughout the entire body. And then release, hands into the lap. Invoke a feeling of belly laughter, of really laughing and letting the belly shake. You can shake it, fake it, shake it until you make it, fake it until you make it, but that feeling of expansive, rippling belly laughter. I think about I can't say it, about my son doing his awesome hip-hop moves. Let there be a sense of rippling, expansive waves of laughter and let it come through the whole body. And then last one, electrical aliveness. Imagine that feeling of being at the very top of a roller coaster, just about before it plunges down the other side, that feeling of up way at the top, or the feeling of being on a dance floor right before the beat drops and the group moves together like a pulsing organism, or the feeling of being in a crowd at a sports game when the home run is hit and everyone surges together on their feet. That feeling of electrical aliveness, move that through your body. Lift the two sides of your mouth. Place the hands to the heart center. We'll chant the bija or seed sounds of Jupiter, Guru, Zeus, Brahma. Om Gram, Grim, Gram, Sa. Inhale. Om Gram, Grim, Gram, Sa. Guruve Namaha. To the principle that teaches us, to the principle of wisdom and light. Guru, literally the light that pierces through the darkness. Guru Ve Namaha. To that we bow. Inhale. Guru Ve Namaha. So welcome to your practice, my friends. Our Thursday practice of Jupiter. Today's practice and invitation is to feel good. So whatever that means to you, invoke it now. Soles of feet together, knees apart, lengthen through the spine. Inhale, exhale. Seated forward bend, Baddha Konasana. Breath soft. Inhale, roll up through the spine. Place your feet down, hands behind. Begin to swivel your knees from side to side, looking over, opposite shoulder. I'm just looking at a chat that I could not decipher. Swiveling through the hips and begin to open the chest. The color of that is associated to come forward onto your hands and knees. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Begin to take your cat and cow is yellow or saffron. On Monday, of course, the lunar day, the color is silver, light blue, whites. Then Tuesday with Mars red and orange, even bright pink. Wednesday, Mercury's day, greens. And then Thursday, Jupiter's day is yellow, which means I can never have anything to wear for Jupiter's day, but I do have one yellow mala that I was wearing before. Walk your hands out in front, inhale deeply. Exhale, Anahat Asana. Melt the heart center down, lift the tailbone up. Remember, the invitation today, in today's practice, is the invitation to feel good. Double checking, anyone needs to come in. To feel good in the practice. So what is it to you that feels benevolent, healing, and good to your body, your mind, your soul right now? That could be going faster, that could be going slower. Inhale from here, exhale, downward facing dog. Long, deep breathing here. Squeeze your hands together. Roll your inner thighs in and up. Lift through your tailbone. Om Gram Grim Gram Sa Guruve Namaha. Jupiter grants us wisdom and discernment, wealth, children, spiritual boons. Inhale from here, exhale, knees down to the mat, chin and chest down to the mat, Ashtanga Asana. Press the pubic bone down, expand up a little bit. 2, Bhujan Asana, Cobra pose. Bend at the knees, inhale from here, exhale, a child's pose. Inhale, come up onto the knees, squeeze the inner thighs, take your arms straight up towards the sky. Inviting in the light through the dark, the Guru principle. Inhale deeply, exhale, hands down to the mat, walk your hands out in front, tuck your toes, deep breath, inhale deeply, exhale, downward facing dog. The energy of Jupiter invites us into the mantra, I am light, I am love, I am expansive beyond these causes and conditions. Knees and chin and chest down to the mat, draw shoulders back, draw elbows back, press your pubic bone down, draw the inner thighs in, expand upward. Bhujanasana, or onto the elbows. Jupiter also invites us to move a little bit slower. Inhale deeply, exhale, child's pose. Inhale up onto the knees, squeeze the inner thighs, take the arms straight up. Exhale, release down, walk the arms out long in front, tuck the toes, inhale deeply, exhale, downward facing dog. Knees and chin and chest down to the mat. Again, draw the shoulders back, press the pubic bone down, draw the inner thighs in, expand up, draw your shoulder blades down the back, lift through the heart. Bhujanasana. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come up onto the knees, draw the inner thighs in, take your arms straight up towards the sky, reaching for the sun. Like a prairie dog, exhale, hands down to the mat, walk your arms out long in front, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. And claw with your fingers again. Turn out a bit, turn out through your right heel. Deep exhalation, left foot comes through. Hands onto the blocks or onto the mat. Slowly begin to straighten out through your front left knee. Draw the head of the left femur back. Lengthen through the spine, Parshvattanasana. Inhale, now round through the spine, chin to chest, forehead down towards the knee. Bend into your front left knee, lift through your back right heel, hands down to the mat. Optionally through your vinyasa. Some friends chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Some friends back to downward facing dog or child's pose. So Jupiter isn't necessarily gentle in its energy, but it is graceful. It is healing. It is benefic. It is a smiling energy. And so really taking time to do the practices that feel really good in your body today. Turn out always, but even more so today. Turn out through your left toes deep. Exhalation, right foot comes through. Slowly straighten through your right knee. Pull the head of the right femur back. Lengthen through the spine. Press into the right big toe. Press into the pinky toe edge of the back left foot. Long through the spine. Inhale as you exhale, chin to chest, forehead down towards the knee. Bend into the front right knee, lift through the back left heel, hands down to the mat. Again, optionally. Some friends through their vinyasa, some friends back to downward facing dog. Ground into the right heel. Inhale the left leg up towards the sky. Roll your left inner thigh in and up. Now deep exhalation, knee to nose. exhale a bit more. Find the downward moving flow. Draw the left foot through, right knee down onto the mat, right hand down, spiral, drawing the left arm up into a twist, and then stay right here for 5 breaths. Hands down to the mat, front foot meets the back, optional vinyasa or back to downward facing dog. Draw your right leg up towards the sky, spiral your right inner thigh in and up, deep exhalation, right knee to nose. Keep exhaling, right foot through, left knee down onto the mat, left hand down, draw the lower belly up and rotate and then hold. Hands down to the mat, optional vinyasa or back to downward facing dog. Walk your feet up underneath your hips, feet hip distance apart, 3 times. Inhale, lift the head and heart up, hands to shin or mat or to your thighs, inner thighs in, tailbone lengthening. Exhale down. 2 more times. Ground into your feet, take a deep breath, inhale all the way up to standing, exhale, hands to your heart center. We'll take a Surya Pranayama, a bowing to the sun, which is slightly different than the Surya Namaskar. Exhale down and forward over the legs. Inhale from here, exhale, right knee back behind, left knee back behind, inhale the arms up, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, exhale, draw the chest down and over this front right knee, fingertips to the mat, chin to the chest. Hands to the mat, some friends through their vinyasa, some friends downward facing dog, knees, chin, chest, pubic bone down, expand up. Exhale, back down. Inhale your left leg up, exhale, draw your left foot through, right knee down onto the mat, send the tailbone down, inhale up, lift through the lower belly, draw the chest down and on top of the left knee, fingertips to the mat, chin to chest, widen through the back of the heart space. Let the practice be really delightful to you, invoking a really benefic, good energy and feeling. Standing forward bend, turn out through the toes, bend all the way down, hands go underneath your heels. I'll rotate into this Malasana variation, chin to chest. Fingertips to the mat, toes rotate forward, tailbone up, lengthen down, Uttanasana. Deep breath, inhale up to standing, exhale, hands to your heart center. Surya Pranayama again, inhale up, exhale down and through. Inhale, as you exhale, right leg out behind. Lift through the back right knee, inhale, expand up to a high lunge. This time, inhale, As you exhale, reach down over this left leg, maybe fingertips to the mat. Offer downward. This bowing to the Guru principle within ourself. And that mantra affirmation, I am light, I am love, hand to the mat, left foot meets the right. Some friends, vinyasa, some friends, downward facing dog, knees and chin and chest, pubic bone down, expand up. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Breathe delightfully down into the belly. Joy, wonder, and awe. Moving through the body. Draw right leg up. Exhale, right foot through. Scissor the inner thigh. Send the tailbone down. Inhale up to a high lunge. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, draw the chest down and over the right knee. You could always have the back knee down to the mat. Widen through your shoulders. Hands down to the mat. Draw your left foot forward to meet your right foot. Turn out through the toes. This is this little squatting pose. Shoulders to the inside of the knees. Hands could go around the ankles or down to the mat, or cup your heels and then chin to your chest, fold forward. And fingertips to the mat, toes rotate forward, lift the tailbone up, heart center downward. Bend through the knees, take the tailbone down, inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Take the feet out a little bit wide, standing pranayama, double inhalation, making fists, double exhalation, drawing in through the mouth. Inhale, make fists through the nose twice. Tighten, double exhalation through the mouth, soften. Double inhalation through the nose, tighten. Pumping the prana through the body, exhale. Through the mouth twice. Double inhalation, tighten. Hold. Double exhalation. Soften. Double inhalation. Hold. Double exhalation. Soften through the mouth. Again, double inhalation. Tighten. Double exhalation through the mouth. Round into the feet, stand forward at the front of the mat. Simply inhale the arms up. Open the lungs, exhale, arms down. Surya Namaskar, be inviting in a bit more light. Bend the knees, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, upper centers up. Uttanasana, fierce pose. Exhale, down and over the legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, chaturanga, knees and chest. Or a variation, inhale, lift upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe contentedly. Find the aspects of the practice that are full of sheer delight and laughter for you. Turn out through right toes, deep exhalation, left foot comes through. Bend, sorry, I'm not opposite of you. Bend into your left knee, send the tailbone down, inhale, expand up, warrior one. Fingertips to the mat, optionally through your vinyasa, or back to downward facing dog. Turn out through the right toes, deep exhalation, left foot comes through. Bend into your left knee, send the tailbone down, expand upward, warrior one. Your fingertips to the mat, optionally through your vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. So Jupiter has Pitta nature, so there is heat and fire, and also Kapha nature, water and earth. It has a lot of grounding and establishment to that fire. Inhale, walk your feet up underneath your hips, expand through the heart. Exhale, release down. Bend the knees, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, lift up, Uttanasana. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Other side, variation. Bend the knees, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, up, Uttanasana. Exhale, down and over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, optional vinyasa. Moving through the practice in a way that feels really healing, really good to you. Turn out through the left toes, deep exhalation, right foot comes through. Ground down, scissor the thighs, lift up, Virabhadrasana 1. Clasp your hands behind your back, draw the tips of the scapula down, inhale, exhale, draw the chest down and on top of this right knee. Lift pinky fingers up towards the base of the skull. Send the tailbone down, inhale, lift up back to your warrior 1. Fingertips to the mat, optionally through your vinyasa, or back to downward facing dog. Turn out through the right toes, deep exhalation, left foot comes through. Ground down into your back heel, inhale, expand up, warrior 1. Clasp your hands behind your back. Draw the tips of the scapula down. Lift through the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Draw the chest down. And on top of this left leg, lift the pinky fingers up towards the back of the head. Send the tailbone down. Inhale. Back up. Warrior 1. And fingertips down to the mat, optional vinyasa. Or back to downward facing dog. Breathe, breathe. Long and smooth breath down into the belly. Delightful breath. Draw your feet underneath your hips. Lift through your heart center. Exhale, release down over the legs. Bend the knees, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, lift up, Uttanasana. Inhale, stand up straight. And take the legs out to the side, nice and wide. Lengthen through the sides of the waist. Inhale, exhale, come down and forward to a Prasarita stance. Drawing your toes so they're even, hands onto the mat, tips of the scapula down, crown of the head working down to a mat or to a prop. Walk your hands over to this right foot or right ankle. Pull the head of the left femur back. Draw the chest down and over this right leg. Rotate your right toes forward and lift through your back left heel. Take both hands to the inside of this right foot. Draw the tips of your scapula down the back. Lift through the lower belly. each of these planetary energies. Roll the legs back around, adjust the feet as needed. Hands underneath the shoulders, tips of the scapula down the back. Crown of the head down. Each of the each of the planetary deities that we've been working with this week, each one has a vehicle or a vahana, kind of its car, its chariot that it drives around, and each has symbolic meaning for each of the energies of the days and planets. Roll around towards left toes forward, right heel lifts, hands to the inside of the left knee, tips of the scapula down, opening through the inner groin. The moon rides on a vehicle of a deer. Monday. On Tuesday, Mars rides on the vehicle of a ram. Wednesday, Mercury rides on the vehicle of a sparrow. And then Thursday, walk the legs back around, nice and wide. Draw the left foot forward, hands underneath the shoulders, heart center down. Jupiter rides on the vehicle of an elephant. So the very slow, graceful gait of an elephant, you can imagine. Hands to the hips, thumbs behind, fingers, thumbs in front, fingers behind. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, draw your feet back together. Walk to the back of your mat. Reach your hands down to your ankles. Hands, feet hip distance apart. And we're going to take an elephant walk. Walking one foot forward and then the other from Yogi Bhajans. It's hard. Kundalini Yoga. The knees are actually straight throughout. You're lifting, and then we're going to walk back, lifting from the hips. Try and make this as graceful as possible. The swing dance of an elephant. And one more time, forward and back. Stand at the back of your mat. Peace sign fingers around your big toes. Lift your tailbone up, lengthen down and over the legs. Bend your knees, crawl your arms out long in front. Keep going, come all the way down onto your belly. Squeeze the inner thighs in, bend the knees, reach the hands back around to the ankles or hands to the lower back. Dhanurasana, pull the scapula down the back, press feet into hands, open through the chest. Inhale, exhale, release down. Now, Parivrita Dhanurasana, revolved bow pose. You're going to roll over onto the left side. Reach the left hand back around to the left foot. Right hand back around to the right foot. Then see this, not knees apart. Draw the knees in. Head reaches backwards. Inhale, exhale, release, other side. So I'm rolling onto this. I'm going to have a problem with my microphone. I'm going to roll onto this right side. Reach right hand back around to right foot. Reach left hand back around to left foot. Draw the inner thighs in and then open through the head and chest. Inhale deeply, exhale. Release down to the front, hands underneath the shoulders, knees down onto the mat, chest down, onto the thighs, child's pose. Remember, coming back to that which is benefic, that which is healing, that which is delightful to you in each moment. more breaths in a child's pose. We're coming now into Vishwamitrasana preparation, which invokes the strength and the light of Jupiter. Downward facing dog. Draw your left leg up towards the sky. Bring your left knee across to your right elbow. And bring your right hand, left knee over to the right elbow. Bring your right hand, left hand, right underneath the shoulders. I'm having a problem with that today. Slide this left leg through. Squeeze your inner thighs. Take your left arm up towards the sky into a starfish pose. I'm on the big toe edge of my back foot, tip of my left scapula down the back, squeezing my inner thighs as I radiate through the heart. Hands down to the mat, optionally through your vinyasa, or back to downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale, draw your right leg up towards the sky, right knee to left elbow. Bring the right hand right underneath the shoulder and firm the tip of the shoulder down the back. Slide the right foot through, big toe edge of left foot. Squeeze the inner thighs in. Find the side of the waist and then open right arm up towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, hands down to the mat, optionally through your vinyasa, or back to downward facing dog. Knees down onto the mat, walk your arms out long in front, Anahatasana. Next variation on Vishwamitrasana. Left hand underneath the left shoulder in towards the heart. Draw right knee towards, left knee towards right elbow. Usually go opposite, and then when I don't, I get confused. Extend the leg up off the floor and then right arm up towards the sky. Strength and stability, hands down to the mat. Optional vinyasa. Try not to mess up the directions this time. Right hand right underneath, right shoulder, tip of the scapula down, and then my right knee is coming forward. Big toe edge of left foot, and then I'm going to try and float right leg above the mat and take left arm up towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, optionally through your vinyasa, or back to downward facing dog. Breathe into your hands, breathe into your feet. Come down, knees apart, big toes together, reach the heart center, down through the knees. One more time. Inhale from here. Exhale. High plank. Left hand or left shoulder underneath the heart center. Draw same leg through. Left knee through. Roll to the big toe edge of the right foot. Left foot could be down onto the mat. It's beautiful starfish shape. Or try to extend left leg up above the mat. Draw right arm up towards sky. Move the pubic bone forward. Exhale. Ooh, did we lose video? I think we lost video. Exhale and release. Inhale from here, back to high plank. Right hand underneath the shoulder or heart. Right knee forward and across. Toe down onto the mat. Or try and pull the leg through, reach left arm up towards sky. Inhale, exhale, release, downward facing pigeon pose. Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. Draw right knee through. Rotate left toes under, left hip under. Squeeze the inner thighs and lift up. Okay, you can also place a block underneath this back right hip. From here, pull the lower belly up and bend this knee if you like to. If you can get over the head of the patella to bring strength into the back of the body. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, cactus shape, and lift the heart space. Hands down to the mat. Lower, down and forward into a reclining pigeon pose. Hands down to the mat, hands underneath the shoulders, draw left knee back to meet the right. Inhale deeply, exhale, downward facing dog or from your knees. Draw the left leg forward, tuck under the back right toes, lift up. You could use a block here underneath the hip. Send the tailbone down and firm the lower belly. Lifting up and out, the front foot is slightly flexed so that we aren't putting pressure onto the knee. And then inhale, arms up, exhale, cactus shape through the arms, gently lifting the heart space upward. Inhale, exhale, release, and lengthen down and over this front left knee. Hands underneath your shoulders, lift up, draw your back foot forward to meet your front foot, draw your legs out long, draw the inner thighs in, lift up out of the lower back, inhale, exhale, down and forward, Paschimottanasana. And coming back time and time again to that which is delightful in the practice. Not which could be better or would be better, but that which is delightful, joyful, benefic right now. Bend your left knee, draw your right leg up, rotate your right leg out from the hip, and place your right foot onto your left thigh. Now, for some friends that the hips are tighter, this bottom left leg could extend out more. But we're in a figure 4 shape, a Suchi Dhanurasana, seated up, hands behind, lift through the heart, and draw this right knee down. Take right arm up, exhale, bring right elbow across to the right foot. So it's the same foot, hand down and twist towards the left side. Keep drawing the right knee down towards the mat. Parivrita Suchi Dhanurasana. Inhale, exhale, release to the front, right foot down onto the mat. Bend your left knee, flex the foot, rotate out from the hip, left foot onto the right thigh, fingertips down, lift through the heart. Draw this left knee down. Now this could be way out here if this is too much for your hip. Draw the left arm up, inhale, exhale, left elbow to the outside of left knee, same knee. Draw the right hand behind and rotate through the spine. Keep dropping this left knee down towards the mat. Inhale deeply, exhale, complete release. Draw your left leg out long. Draw your right knee across your left leg. Draw your left heel back towards your right buttock. Or leave your bottom left leg out long. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left elbow across to the right knee. Right hand behind, lift up and out. Rotate this left arm down. You can even make a clasp around the front foot. Rotate the head backwards. Matsi Anprasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release other side. Right leg out long, left foot across right knee. You could be here or draw. Heel back into buttock. Lift up out of the spine. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm across. Left hand behind. Unfold this hand if you like to. Make a clasp. Peace sign fingers around the big toe. Lift and rotate. Inhale deeply, exhale completely. Soles of feet together, knees apart, lengthen through the spine. Inhale, exhale down and forward. Where we began in this Baddha Konasana. Roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Feet down onto the mat. Roll all the way down onto your back, knees into your chest. Guru Om Gram Grim Gram Sa Guruve Namaha. Place your feet down onto the mat. Some friends full wheel pose. Make sure the inner thighs come in and the scapula draw down the back. Other friends, palms down onto the mat. Draw the tips of the scapula in. Spread the toes. Press into the shoulders. Lift the pelvis up towards the sky. Roll down through the spine, one vertebra at a time. And hug your knees in towards your chest. Place your feet as wide as the mat. Draw your arms to a cactus shape. Draw your legs all the way down and over to the left side. Knees over to the left side. Press into your back right heel. Roll the head back to the right side. Draw your knees to the center. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Swivel down and over to the right side. Look back to the left side. Press into your back left heel. Return back to center. Okay, so this one, right knee crosses over the left. I'm going to bring both knees down and over to the left side. I'm going to straighten out through the top knee. And if I'd like to reach this left hand towards this right foot or ankle. If I'd like to, my right hand's going to reach around behind me, make a clasp of the foot, and then open the right shoulder back. Now, if this hurts the lower back or the knee, there's no need to make a clasp of the hand. So we're in a twist here. Or here, cat pulling its own tail. Inhale deeply, exhale, release. Left knee across the right, and then both knees down and over to the right side. I'll take this top leg, I'll extend it to the hand, or hand to the thigh. Then I'll take this left hand, if I wish, I'll reach it back around towards the bottom leg and make a clasp, and then roll the chest open. Inhale deeply, exhale, completely release, hug. Knees into the chest. Om Gram Garim Gram Sa Guruve Namaha. Reach your legs up towards the sky, rotate them out from the hips, hands to your ankles or arches of your feet. Happy baby pose. Slowly draw your knees in towards each other. Circle through the knees. Take a moment to do whatever else you would like to do in your body. And then we'll come into a supported bridge pose. Supporting the pelvis, Jupiterian energy resides in the second chakra. So placing a block underneath the sacrum and letting the sacrum rest onto the block. You could use a book. And go ahead and walk your legs out long onto the mat. If you feel pinching in the lower back, then go down to a lower setting on the block, or keep your knees bent, reach your arms all the way up overhead. And let the hip flexors open. Om Gram Grim Gram Sa Guruve Namaha. Place your feet down underneath your knees. Place your hands down alongside of your hips. Draw your knees in towards your chest and then take the legs towards the sky into a Viparita Karni Mudra. This is arguably the most immune boosting posture in yoga. It balances the entire endocrine system. So allow the healing grace of Guru, that which brings us from light, from dark into light, of Jupiter, of Brihaspati, of Zeus, all of these archetypes to flow down in through. Place your feet down onto your mat. Lift your pelvis up off the block. Slide it out from underneath you. Soles of the feet together, knees apart, palms together. And we'll come down onto our backs into our Shavasana, taking your legs out long, rotating your palms up. When you reach down onto your back, take a long, deep breath in and release the breath out. Take 2 more long, deep breaths in and out. Then squeeze your toes. Relax your toes and your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your knees and your thighs. Relax your pelvis. And take a deep breath into your belly. And as you breathe out, relax your belly. Take a deep breath into your chest. And as you breathe out, relax your chest. Squeeze your hands. Relax your hands, your wrists. Relax your elbows and your upper arms and your shoulders. Squeeze your face. Relax your face. And squeeze your whole body. And let your whole body completely relax. I went everywhere with longing in my eyes until here in my own house I felt truth filling my sight. I have not really known myself or anyone else. I've tried to do good and not just what my appetites wanted, but that was all infatuation with this precious, isolated body that you and I were constantly joining. I didn't know that even to ask, who are you or who am I, breaks the harmony. Go ahead now and draw in a deeper breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and rotate wrists and ankles. And stretch the body. Rub together the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet. Balance the prana, and then roll over onto your right side. Make your way up to seated. Let your eyes close, and then invoke a feeling of deep, peaceful calm. Calm abiding of having all the time in the world. Invoke a feeling of loving kindness, of warmth in the heart space. And breathe that in. Invoke a feeling of belly laughter, something that's just really uproariously funny, laughing until your eyes are watering and the whole body is shaking. And then pride and accomplishment, feeling of great pride, great accomplishment. And move that through the whole body. And then a feeling of great electrical aliveness, of being at the very top of a roller coaster, about to plunge down the other side, and circulate that feeling in the body. Lift the tip of the tongue gently up to the roof of the mouth. Lift the two sides of the mouth. Place your hands to your heart center. Om Gram Grim Gram Sa. Inhale. Om Gram Grim Gram Sa. Guruve Namaha. We bow to the energy that brings us through darkness into light. Om Guruve Namaha. Dedicate any merit you've received from your practice. Offer it to anyone who may be in need. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be free from suffering. We'll chant Om Shanti. Exhale out. Inhale in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Much love to all of you, my friends. Please say goodbye. I hope I'll see you tomorrow for Lakshmi Venus Friday. It'll be a really fun practice because that is the energy of Lakshmi Venus, whose day is tomorrow. Please note Saturday has a changed link. If you sign up online, you'll get the right one. Or please check your email. Bye, Teresa. Have a great day. Much love to you. Let your friends know that we are practicing every day. We had a huge crowd Tuesday. Not quite as many today. Bye, Michelle. Take care. Stay well, everyone, says Michelle. Bye, Carla. Take care. Bye, Brian. Love Jupiter. Pace. Yes, good pace. Bye, Fred. See you soon. Bye, Mom. See you. Bye, Timey. See you. Much love. Take care, everyone. Namaste.